All right, Jason.
Bonjour!
We're here.
Yeah!
Challenger.
Yeah!
And what are we doing?
Well, I mean, with the announcement of iOS coming out October 29th, which we're both playing with right here, right now, while we're talking, I thought we could share a bit more information with everyone, show off some of the features and some of the things we've been doing for mobile specifically. So Android will also have all these awesome features.
Yes.
And to kind of celebrate it, I thought, why don't we maybe try and find like 2 people here for Challenger and have them actually do a little grudge match or match of any kind on some mobile devices.
And we have Sir Pumpkin, all the way from the United States. My favorite brother from another mother. My Skoyatel buddy.
That's because of Skoya, isn't it?
Yeah,
totally
he's here.
Skoya.
I finally met the guy.
That's about time.
I can't believe it.
No, good.
It happened. And we have Radu Andrada, which you might know from one of the Opens.
Yeah.
So we have a pro player
fierce
versus
competitor versus
streamer pro.
Yeah, sort of.
Yeah. Well,
I guess that's a technical term.
Yeah,
right.
I agree. So like you said, we have our own devices to play around, but they also have theirs. So we'll see their matches. We will cast those matches. So
yes, that's the fun part. I thought maybe me and you could do an interesting cast. Probably I'll name half the cards wrong. We'll do some terrible math.
And I'll be shouting.
And you will be shouting, but maybe it'll be fun, right?
Yeah,
let's try it out.
Yeah, we'll get hate probably for that.
So
it'll be fine.
Well, or love, whichever. So maybe some interesting things.
Yeah, you want to talk a little bit about the development process, about iOS overall as a platform, how we got here.
So, we've been working on this all year, actually. So since very early on the year, we've been working really hard on getting us to feature complete. Right now, every feature that is in the PC version is fully functional on iOS already today. And we can show that off. But the reason we're not releasing today is we want to spend a lot of time polishing, getting all the inputs properly, making sure performance is as tight as can be.
A lot of quality of life stuff that you guys are working on.
A lot of quality of life stuff we want to do before we launch mobile. I mean, if we open up Deck Builder, there's some things that are actually coming with 4.0, so our next update on October 2nd.
Yeah, actually have that. You can probably see it, so yeah.
Well, I mean, we can talk about it also. So we're going to change the default filter for owned to actually be owned instead of all cards because we think that's a bit less overwhelming to not see all the cards you don't have.
So you have
however,
own, you owned, and not
if you're trying to figure out what you want, it's kind of also a terrible filter. So what we did is if you actually search, so you type, I don't know, Death Wish or Mage or any keyword that you're kind of trying to build a deck with, we just ignore the owned filter. So this is a new behavior to make the owned filter feel better as a default. And the next thing that I really want to talk about that we're doing for the Deck Builder, which I'm super excited for, and I think a lot of people I'm probably going to say, why isn't this already here? Is we're going to add a new filter where right now you can choose between premium and standard only. We're going to add a new filter called right now premium priority. And what this is going to do is if you own the premium version of a card, we're not going to show you the standard. And if you don't own the premium version of a card, we're going to show you only the standard. So no more duplicates of every card in Deck Builder, which I think a lot of people really appreciate when Deck Building.
It's very intuitive.
Yeah. Generally, a lot of time spent polishing. Right now, the game runs at a solid capped 30 FPS, and it just never really dips, even on my iPhone 7. It's just running smooth. I'm not trying on a 6S, but I'm sure it works just as well.
Yeah, it's incredible.
QA hasn't reported that it's exploding.
It works on a lot of devices, which I was like super happy about.
Now, one thing I want you to do is, full screen previews of cards is when you can see all the details.
Oh yeah.
And we'll do that on iOS or mobile devices by pressing and hold. But if you turn the device vertical, we'll actually make the whole screen premium as you're doing right now. And it is pretty amazing, especially on like let's say on an iPad Pro with the 4K textures. It's amazing. Actually, can you full screen it again and show it off? The other thing that a lot of people have been shocked by is swipe left. You can actually go through your whole collection, or your whole hand, or your whole deck when you're in a match, and see the full screen of all these beautiful cards. Premium or not premium, but obviously premium is superior here. So this is
love it.
It's really.
I could do this all day.
I
could totally do this all day.
I get trapped in meetings when I'm reviewing the latest mobile build, just scrolling through the premiums instead of paying attention to the things I should be doing. So
I'm
watch
not
out.
surprised. I would totally do the same thing, man. It's amazing.
I have no doubt. otherwise, we're fully featured. We have varying texture qualities based off your device. So my iPhone 7 is not running 4K textures. It's not an option. It would probably surrender and cry at trying to hold all that memory.
Exactly.
But otherwise, it's fully dynamic. So if your device can handle, you know, really high-end visuals, we also do it. But you know, even on my iPhone 7, the game looks beautiful without those 4K textures. I mean, it's more of an iPad Pro. You really want that because the screen is gigantic.
It's incredible because, like you said, it's huge. You can see all the details. You can play around with stuff, and it works perfectly. I mean, we've also
incredible. Like redone the mulligan screen, which you'll probably see during our matchups. You're just dragging cards in. It's a bit more intuitive, telling you how many redraws you're remaining.
Yeah, some of the controls had to be redone and kind of reinvented just for the the iOS devices. So that's pretty cool.
When you're actually playing a match, you can just quickly drag cards out of your hand, but you can also just tap on your hand and start looking at the bigger version of the cards, and then actually dragging them out and playing them. So the dragging feels really well. The things like the card sticking out when it's choosing a target has all been for mobile, because when you like tap, I want to use this card, and it had an ability.
If it's hovering,
there's none of that blue-red cursor showing you that it's actually choosing a target, and it was really kind of confusing. But with solutions that we're adding in like that, I think mobile version is going to be just absolutely the only way I'll play. It's just so much fun and awesome.
Me too. And you can play on the go, which is the most important thing. I want to be playing on the tram when I'm commuting to work. I want to be playing at home when I'm just chilling on the couch. You know,
it's a lot of fun. It feels great. It's smooth. It's full-fledged. It's just awesome. There's no reason not to enjoy the mobile version of Gwent.
Incredible stuff. Kudos to you and the whole team.
Well, we're still hard at work trying to get everything perfect for the launch, hoping to get the best version possible, and let's see how that goes.
Yeah,
I have high hopes and high expectations.
Is coming soon, and I'm excited.
Yeah. So before we go back to the Challenger, and it's the finale up next?
Yes, the finals.
Whew. Whew. What a day already. Yeah, what a weekend.
Long day.
Let's start by doing our first matchup.
Yes, let's jump into the match. Like we said in the beginning, Radu Andrade versus Sir Pumpkin. We'll be actually seeing Andrade's hand.
Here we'll actually be sharing the screen of Radu. Yeah, it's Radu that shows it. Using an iPad. Is it an iPad Pro? I think it is. Yeah, she's using an iPad Pro. And on the other corner, across the desk at the Challenger, for the first time, not using a mouse and keyboard, we have
Sir Pumpkin
wielding
an iPhone 6.
No,
iPhone XS. Exactly.
It's an iPhone 6XS. Is that a thing? No, I don't think so. Okay. So without further ado, let's let our two champions of mobile launch into their first foray.
I'm excited.
I'm excited too.
We're casting.
Who's gonna win? You're hoping for Pumpkin.
No, I'm
gonna balance it out, and I'm gonna.
I know that the Pumpkin brought Dana, and I want to see Dana in action. Right. Because normally you would go with Francesca, but he chose Dana, which I'm really excited for, because she's also like my favorite, and we talked about it today when I showed him the premium on the iPad.
Well,
I'm like, my favorite, and he's like,
and here he is wielding the Arrakis Queen.
That's his second deck.
This will be a best out of 2.
Yeah.
Which means there can be an ultimate draw. You can see here she's choosing to redraw.
Yeah, and like you said, you drag it to this specific pile, right?
I mean, we're going to add, like, you're going to be able to double tap to redraw, I think, and being able to just quickly swipe up, so you don't have to drag all the way there, which on, like, a long vertical screen would be a bit annoying. When she's done, of course, she can just press the bottom right, confirm her choice. She's locked in.
Yep. Here we go.
Where's she going to start?
Pumpkin on blue.
It's Pumpkin first. Which little minion of darkness of monsters will he launch first?
We shall see.
I wish we could see him, roping. Oh, a little portal bringing out. Oh, thank God it didn't pull both foglets. Maybe one's in the hand.
Yeah.
We don't know.
We don't know that.
Really wants to keep
look at the
little engine going to
11 points to start off.
I wonder what he's going to do first with that consume.
Oh, we'll see.
And here's Radu getting her own sort of engine running.
Going, exactly.
Not a lot of very nice targets for it yet, but I'm sure she's going to make targets.
Oh, she will for sure. Especially that she's playing against a consume deck that's going to have a lot of little minions there.
I think that will find some valid targets.
Yeah.
And within not much time. Here comes...
Speaking of consume, here's our Van Warrior.
And there's your first little target.
Look at that go.
Is this just going to be a straight up engine
90-2
round where they're just building up, seeing who can stop
engine
who first?
to engine.
And here we have a nice little ballista coming down.
Boom.
Take out some stuff.
And our foglet dropped and eaten.
And immediately eaten to spawn.
There we go.
It's getting some value on Pumpkin. I mean, Radu's is going to have to struggle a bit to keep up. We
have the foglets, we have the little Aracasses, we have the Vran.
And here comes the
lot going on. Priscilla, yes.
Okay, I'm afraid to actually say it too loud because maybe you'll hear me.
No, don't.
Gaining a little charge. Going to take out that engine and give himself a little bit of another one for himself.
And another one.
There's that threat dealt with. She's closed the gap quite a bit.
24-17.
Still got a ways to go. A whole 7 points behind. But I think she can come back relatively quickly. She'll easily have targets to keep spawning her Kidwenis.
Her hand is looking pretty good.
Yeah, she's got some options. She's still got some bombs in the leftmost card.
Yeah. Well, you have to pretty much keep everything and not use it instantly. So
right. So she's hopefully saving that for either round 2 or round 3. Choosing not to unveil it or unleash it in this round. Now, you think Pumpkin's considering passing at this point? I mean, he's got 7 cards played. I mean, it's a bit of an early pass for the first round, but maybe he feels good about his 7-point lead.
He's still going.
He's got his Vran Warrior. Doesn't want to lose the momentum he gained from that.
Yeah.
However, with the reach gone now on the Kidwenis, he's going to have a hard time keeping his Aracas on the board.
It's going to be difficult now.
It's a very good card in this matchup, the Kidweni. Especially if you don't have a nice way to shut it down.
And Priscilla's animation just went crazy, as you know. If you wait,
she's showing the love.
Yeah. If you wait a couple minutes, she will actually have a little Easter egg.
She's gonna rock out.
Yep.
With the rainbow out.
Boom! There we go. More Kidweni Revenants.
Now, what do you think Radu's gonna pull out here? I don't think she'll launch her mage yet.
We're already going with Selkirk.
That is interesting. What do you think she's going to Selkirk? I mean, the Barbagazi is probably going to get outside of reasonable Selkirk range almost immediately.
It already has charges, so it's probably going to...
But you know, him consuming right now is just generating more tokens to easily generate Kidwenis, right?
Exactly.
But, you know, you got that egg. That was actually pretty high value play. It was an 8-point play plus the Arcasso 9.
Mm-hmm.
It's not a wasted points. Giving him still a strong lead of 14 points.
Yeah.
But the Selkirk is going to make a nice swing very soon.
Yes. Barbagazi looks fed. 10 points on that.
Yeah, but you know, I think we're reaching the point where take out that mangy lizard Vran Warrior.
Yeah.
Well, actually, I like that decision. I hope she goes through with it. She can just drag Selkirk directly on Vran Warrior to play it. And the thing
like
is,
you said, the card went up.
Yeah.
So we knew it was activated. Boom. Another drone down.
You know, even though he has a strong lead, I feel like the longer Sir Pumpkin stays in this round, the harder it is, because between the Kidwenis constantly coming out and the Priscilla giving the Ballista continuous charges, she's got some momentum going, and she's keeping the charges. I think she's like, all right, do another turn. I'm just going to remove what you put in.
And he passed.
And I don't think she could have won using those 2 charges in the last turn anyways, so...
Well, this means she needs to play.
Well, she could pass, but I don't think she will. This would be a weird pass. So it looks like Radu will be taking round 1, sacrificing her own Kidweni Revenant to do so. But, I mean, with all the charges she has on the board, she should just play any card at this point, right?
Exactly.
And just actually win the round. But, you know, play with the charges.
I mean, her hand is stacked, though. It's all golds here.
It is all gold, so she has to choose which one to sacrifice. So she's deciding to opt out of the lock.
Yeah.
Thinking there's nothing really threatening and locking in the next round. That's interesting.
Well, hopefully that was a good decision. Hopefully she will not.
Yeah, I hope there's not that thing that comes that she's like, oh God, I wish I still had that lock. The problem with
engine decks is like you need to keep that lock. Like you might need it for sure.
There's always that one card that comes out in such engine deck. You know, either the Vran Warrior or you know, the Slizzard might be in his deck. I don't know. I haven't seen Pumpkin's deck. And you really want to be able to lock that out to reach actually pretty devastating results in Pumpkin's strategy. Let's see.
Okay, so we have another Germany Revenant here.
Yeah, so that's good. That's
We have
very good that she found that.
Rush, Portal.
I mean, she's got a pretty decent hand. I think she'll probably dry pass in this round, start on 10 with Lassay, or maybe she'll try to bleed. I'm not sure that either her deck or Pumpkin is worth bleeding, but Portal, definitely going for the bleed. Ooh. Double Arbalest, ready to just start pinging it down. That is a strong opening.
That's a strong one.
And remember, she still has her leader ability. And what is she going? She use her leader ability? Which card is she throwing in there?
Choice one.
And which one is she throwing in to draw? Yeah, I think she's going for the 2-0, or I'm not sure this is just a bleed at this point. This is a pretty strong opener using the leader. Oh, wow. With Vincent and all the pings she has, she will be able to take out almost anything.
It's going to be crazy.
This is a very excellent use of her.
Oh, wow.
Oh! See, that's why I was a bit not sure she should do this.
Wow.
Because now...
Well, you got to take the risk, right?
Well, she took a risk, and you know, kudos. That was really interesting, but now she's already a card down.
That Venom, though. Damn.
That Venom was... Oof. I don't think she expected that Venom.
No, I don't think so.
No, I don't think she would have.
I mean, maybe even if she did, but still, you sometimes have to make these decisions where you're kind of thinking like, I'll just go for it. Maybe it'll pass. Maybe it'll go through.
I mean, at this point, she really has to commit to this round.
Yeah.
And commit strong, because if she passes, right? If Pumpkin can out-tempo her on this play, she can't pass.
Yeah.
Well, she starts the last round without Lassay and without a card down. That's the risk she took with that first opening, which is why I was a bit surprised she threw in the leader ability on top of the portal.
Yeah.
That was a real all-in.
All-in.
For this
I
round.
mean, sometimes you gotta.
Sometimes you just got to.
Yeah.
Maybe it'll still pay off. Who knows?
Yeah. She's a pro player. She knows her stuff.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Interesting. Which card will Pumpkin bring out with his Wild Hunt? Is it Drakkar, this one?
Naglfar.
Naglfar. Oh, I love the Wild Hunt names.
Yeah.
And a portal. Well, at least she won't have to deal with the portal in round 3, assuming...
Yeah, it's
I mean, that's true. She doesn't need to win this round, yeah? So, for sure, they're going to round 3, and now she knows she doesn't have to deal with portal. So that's something.
Yeah.
But she did lose a lot of 1 pings for all the Arakas coming out. She lost both her Arbalest. She has no more Kidwani Revenants. I don't believe,
Well, I mean, Pumpkin here needs to catch up. So, but he's taking it slow.
That is true. That in that turn, that was a 0-point play.
Yeah.
It's I think he suspects that this is going to be a longer round.
Yeah.
I think he suspects that she's not quite willing to give up so easily. I love that the Trebuchet comes out with the Vernon with the Roach on the range, because it's just kind of like, hey, thanks for playing me.
Yeah.
In your face. Right back.
And already pings.
Yeah, right? Don't need to boost the Trebuchet to get any row. And
we have an order on Black Ryla.
Yes, and if he can boost her, if she can boost her, then she'll do 2 damage every turn. Ooh, yeah, all the big stuff is coming out this round for Pumpkin. He has to win this round, right? So he's getting ready for a long round.
Where's the artifact hate?
Do you think at this point that Pumpkin could win in 1 turn? I don't think so, and I agree with Radu's decision here to pass, actually, because now Pumpkin, in reality, the Trebuchet will take out the Roach unless, which I doubt Pumpkin will take out, and well, Pumpkin now has this beautiful summoning circle and Frightener, and he's not going to be able to get them in 1 turn.
Exactly.
He needs at least 1 more turn to get something from the summoning circle.
That was a very
good pass. Kudos to Radu. She clearly knows what she's doing. I should never doubt her in any way. Not that I was. I'm just talking.
Well, I mean, the Venom in the beginning.
That Venom hurt. That hurt. I was like, oof.
Keltulis
will... Oh, if only it had taken out the catapult. He could have done it in 1 turn. But now... Oh, it's true. He passes. So actually, that was the card that outdid her little strategy.
Yep.
That hurts.
That hurts. 2 more cards to redraw right now.
sometimes I forget that passing also triggers all your abilities on your board. Not often, but it does happen, and that is how Pumpkin basically did it in one.
Yeah, that's how he did it.
It also doesn't help that we don't know what his deck is, so we can't predict in any way.
Yeah, we haven't looked at it.
I have no idea what Pumpkin
we're
is
going
bringing
all
to
in
the
here
table.
too.
But it's fun, actually. I kind of enjoy the suspense.
There we go.
Alrighty
Interesting
then.
mulligan there.
I agree. Well,
But 2 Sentient Envoys,
that's a lot of charges. There is a lot of charges and no mage. It would have been nice to have a mage in this case because I think she would have been able to get a lot of charges from her support cards, on the top of the fact that they give charges themselves.
exactly.
But it will be hard if Pumpkin is bringing a Glusty Warp, for example, to actually keep a board of 1s with the hand that she has, right?
Yeah, we're not seeing a lot of engine action, but we will probably see it right now. Like we will see, oh yeah, there we go.
And he's already used one of his charges from Erika's Queen, two
more left,
to get his quick and easy full value troll here on the board. What's his name again? He's from the arena.
Don't remember. Totally.
He's definitely a troll.
He is a troll.
And I don't mean that he
not like an internet troll. But
yeah,
like
not
a troll
an internet troll, but a troll. And there we go. Even though she doesn't have the lock, she decides to use the prince to stop the Slizzard.
Yep.
Make sure that engine
we have the
going.
Barbagazi here.
However, I don't think she has a way to deal with the Barbagazi right now.
Ninicape. Boom. Boost.
And saving charges.
Yeah.
To try and get maximum value out of... I suck at names off the top of my head. Furthest left card. No, in her hand. Oh, God.
Which one?
The furthest left card in her hand is...
The old dude.
Yeah, the old dude that gets 1 charge for every boosted unit.
I know him as the old dude.
Old dude. Well, there you go. Old dude with 2 swords. Badass old dude.
Yes.
He's a badass old dude, 2 swords. She's right now making sure that she'll have as many boosted units on the board as possible to really ping things out. And she'll be able to give quite a lot of charges to him as well. The question is there a Glusty Warp in Sir Pumpkin's hand?
That's
and
a good question.
Will she delay clearing those? Because it's her only really good removal for all these Arakas, yeah? And, I mean, she can remove one with her mage.
Yeah. But look at the point advantage here. You have 37 to 18.
It's not looking good for Radu.
Yeah. And he's looking very, very strong.
I think she's being careful about a potential Glusty Warp right now. And I think it's the right move. Visseguard. That's right, Visseguard. I think this was the right call. I don't think waiting to get an extra charge through
she's getting rid
buffs
of
would have been wise, considering
contract complete, fear and trembling.
All contract features. For this is an example of feature complete on mobile. And she has a lot of ways to give charges to Visseguard. You think
all the charges.
What other than maybe AQ that spawn not AQ, just Arakas in general that spawn in the next turn. Yeah, I guess that's the best target she has for Visseguard. Yeah. Because she's not really going to kill anything of high value.
Yeah, we have the Karen go down though.
She's got at least 4 more.
But look at the amount of points here. Like, look at the tall units here.
I'm not 14, sure it's possible for her to come back from this, to be honest.
It might be difficult. like based on her hand, it's going to be difficult.
Well, she has no tall removal of any kind, and she's got a lot of tall units to go up against. There's still 2 charges left on the, oh my God, I am the Kirin.
The Kirin, yes.
The Kirin. There's 2 charges left on the Kirin, but I mean, this is over. Yeah. I don't think there's any way she can catch up. I think Pumpkin, if he really wanted to baller style, could pass 1 card up and win this.
But see, he's creating more little Arakas drones. So
I think he's
What's
scared.
The last card? What's the last card?
I mean,
you think it's Glusty?
If she had a tall removal, she could have maybe scared him a little bit. But even then, which tall removal could have swung this?
A nice Geralt.
But Geralt's 3 points, 13 removal. She's so far behind that I'm not sure.
14 now.
And there's the Glusty, as predicted.
As predicted.
We see these charges to remove the air cast at this point.
Let's see what happens. Just pass.
It's over.
Easy.
GG to Sir Pumpkin.
Hook, line, and sinker.
With his AQ against...
A Squirtle player that said before the match that Erica's Queen is not... He's not an Erica's player. That's what he said.
But, well, there you go. Erica's Queen's still pretty strong right now.
Yeah. Incredible. Well, that was an exciting match.
Go, Sir Pumpkin.
Exactly. And not playing Scoia'tael, which is a total surprise.
I think Radu will get her vengeance eventually.
Yes, especially when the game comes out on iOS on October 29th.
And
but you can pre-order today.
That second match.
Yeah, they can do that.
I mean, I think that first match went by so fast.
Yeah.
We're out of time, and unfortunately, we're only going to do one match today.
Yeah, for us, it felt like fast, but it took a lot of time. And we have the players here in the studio for the final.
I'm sure they're going to play it out, duke it out.
Yeah, plus our casting ain't that good, so it's better to let the pros do it.
We're going to save you the horrible casting that we did. I can't even remember the name of half the cards. Who's Visengard?
Yeah, right. It was fine, though. Jason, thank you as always.
No problem.
Always a pleasure. And yeah, let's get to the finals.
Let's enjoy the finals.
See ya, guys.
See ya.